My name's Scott from South Florida Insider, and I'm also here with Lenny. And who are we speaking with again?
Yeah, it's Rimo from Slightly Stoopid.
First off, man, how does it feel to be going on the road with Cypress Hill and stuff? And you guys are obviously behind another big cause with Proposition, what is it, 19?
Yeah, Prop 19, Legalize It tour. We're about 3 weeks in. We've got about 2 weeks left. I think we're actually ending down there in Florida in about another 2 weeks or so. Will be the last couple dates we do.
How's it been so far on the road with Cypress?
It's been great, man. They're really nice dudes, great musicians. I mean, they're just, they're a landmark act. I mean, they've been around for 20 years and sold 20 million albums. They're legit. They're the real deal. I'm happy to be on the road with them for sure.
And it always seems like you got bands with you that are obviously probably into the same cause that you guys are all about over there in Cali. I mean, you've been on the road with Snoop. You've also done some stuff with Pepper. I mean, is there any future tours you're going to latch on with bands, I guess, kind of with the same cause in mind?
Don't really look too far ahead. I mean, we've done a lot of fun tours with our friends, But as of now, I couldn't tell you who we're going to be with next time we come through. We try to mix it up on each tour and have some different bands, so it's not the exact same bill. But yeah, I mean, we like to go out with bands that are fun to hang with, and it's important for us to have bands that are cool. I mean, yeah, we want them to be good and to rip live. Of course, that's first and foremost, but secondarily, they got to be fun. We like to have a good time out on tour, and we like kind of creating sort of a family vibe, between all the bands. And we've definitely had that on this tour and almost every other tour we've really ever been on. So we're just going to continue that vibe of just, going out, doing tours and having fun and really trying to connect with, obviously with the audience and, trying to connect with our fellow touring bands that we're with. It's just a lot more fun that way.
Yeah, so do you guys think you're going to record any new albums anytime soon?
Yeah, actually, we just built a studio in San Diego about maybe within the last 6 months. We just got a little compound, and so we've been doing a lot of recording there, just as ourselves, and then we have a couple guest artists that we've been working with as well. So we've got a lot of material already sort of recorded in the early phases of creating demos and ideas. So we're looking to get something, formally recorded and out by middle of next year.
So you're already collaborating with other artists? Any of the guys like from maybe Cypress Hill or Pepper? Or that's kind of like everything's still in the works?
I can't really tell you who yet, but we're trying to keep it under wraps. But yeah, we've a lot of great artists. I'll leave it at that.
Sounds good. And what about any other future projects you guys got in line? Maybe even doing something with podcasts or via your website? Anything with fans?
What do you mean, podcast?
Yeah, I mean, really anything. Like, how are you trying to connect with fans while they're kind of waiting toward this next album that's going to be released?
Well, I mean, we have a huge web presence, you know what I mean? We're all over the web. We've got the Facebook, the MySpace, all that crap. In terms of, one-on-one, we don't have, a podcast as of now, but, yeah, it's a good idea. Doing some sort of video cast or something would probably be a cool way for us to connect a little more.
Have you been able to collaborate, I guess, with Cypress Hill, at any of the shows, you guys jam out with each other?
What's that? You were breaking up a little.
Oh, have you been able to jam out with Cypress Hill at all, while you've been on this tour?
Yeah. Yeah, we've been having them sit in at the end of our set. Not every single night, but a lot of nights they've been coming up and doing a tune with us, so it's been cool. Just having them up there, I mean, like I said, they're just legit, So they come up and they've been playing this kind of funk jam, and they just come up and freestyle and just wreck it. Awesome.
And for people that don't really know, I mean, being an advocate of getting things legalized and stuff in California, I mean, could you kind of spell your take on it? I mean, why it's so important for it to finally happen?
Oh, marijuana's been demonized since the early 1900s, as a heavy, drug, as a heavy narcotic or whatnot, and really, for true medicinal purposes, it's something that can help people. I mean, we're talking about people that have, sort of terminal illnesses or chronic pain. What's so wrong with smoking a joint now and then and being able to do it legally? I mean, you can drink a bottle of Jack Daniels, but you can't smoke one joint. And then who would you rather trust on the road at that point? The guy that just smoked a joint or the person that just drank a bottle of Jack Daniels? What we're trying to say is, look, the old propaganda, the anti-weed propaganda of the early 1900s is mostly crap. And what we're trying to say is, by allowing it to be a medicinal use and legalized drug, it can be taxed. It can help raise money for the state of California, which has been sort of in a deficit. And we're talking about making it something that is going to help people, and lifting sort of that old world mentality of it being this really bad thing that it's not.
Do you think you have to wait till Schwarzenegger's out of there?
Who knows, man? I mean, as long as it keeps going to the vote like it has, I mean, it's only a matter of time now because there's enough people on board for it to make sense. So eventually it's going to pass.
Yeah, and you're talking.
It passes sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and you're talking about billions of dollars going into that economy and probably a crap load of jobs too. So you're probably right. Maybe it is a matter of time.
Absolutely. I mean, plus there's other uses for hemp. Not just to if you want to smoke and get high. Cool. The other thing is that hemp fabric. There's oils and different types of other uses for that plant. So it's not like. People that are against it go, we just got a bunch of potheads saying they want to legalize this to have fun. And, to a point, that's probably partially true. But the other part is that this is a legit use of a legit plant that people might as well see the other sides of in terms of the other products that can come out of the plant.
Yeah, so, really, the way it sounds coming from you, it's not like just one of those, a pothead just wants things legalized. I mean, there's obviously a real sound purpose behind everything.
I think so. I think if you do your research, and check it out and realize that it's not, a lot of people love smoking and it's fun, and who doesn't love, to smoke a little bit? On the other side of that is like, we're talking about for people that need this. I mean, we're talking about people that are, terminally ill, have chronic back pain or chronic, joint pain or other issues. This is something that can really help, people like, I met this dude a couple weeks ago in Detroit, and he was hospitalized with some back issues and was basically just suffering. He said himself, he's like, they had me on this drip, all kinds of, different sort of chemicals and morphine and things, and finally he's like, my buddy brought in some edibles, like a cupcake or whatever it was with weed in it, weed butter, and he ate it and he said he felt great. He said the pain went away and he was able to relax enough where he could eat. He wasn't nauseous from the other chemicals that they were pumping him with in the hospital. So, it's always going to be an arguable point. Those that are for it are going to preach its its goodnesses, and those that are against it are obviously going to point at the negative sides of the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I guess just kind of wrapping things up. I mean, with the kind of the celebrity deal going on with politics, and you guys being advocates in your own right, could we ever see one of you guys maybe in office?
I mean, not me personally, no. I don't know about the other guys. I can't speak for them, but I would probably say no. I mean, we're not really that type of band where, in this case, this is something that's closer to home for us. I mean, we all grew up, surfing, skating, smoking and stuff, so we're hip to the lifestyle. So if we have a way to, talk about that, cool. But in terms of us, like, being full on, political and, legitimately, I mean, you won't see me up there anytime soon.
Nice. All right, man. Well, hey.
Apolitical.
Yeah. Hey, well, I appreciate your time, man. Enjoy the road, and we'll be looking forward to that next album.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much.